The next chapter in Firefly's classic real-time strategy series, Stronghold Warlords is the latest in a line of unique castle sim games. Developed by Firefly Studios, creators of the original Stronghold and Stronghold Crusader, Stronghold Warlords introduces new RTS mechanics, classic Stronghold units, and 4 unique regions. In Stronghold Warlords, players must first design, build, and manage a fully realised castle economy, before taking the fight to rival opponents lifted from the pages of history. But you won't be alone in the fights, with the addition of a completely new way to play Stronghold in the Warlord system. Players will besiege Great Khans, Imperial leaders, Shogun commanders and more as they grow their castle economy and construct new gunpowder-fueled siege weapons. Taking players from the jungles of Vietnam and the Mongolian steppe to the warring states of China and finally feudal Japan, this new setting is built into each aspect of our castle sim gameplay. Popularity with your subjects is influenced by a wider variety of factors than ever before. A granary full of rice, meat and vegetables might keep your peasants from revolting, but in order to raise taxes, an army, and get the most from your workers, they'll need more than just full bellies. Quality clothing and housing, temples, tea houses, medieval entertainment, and even torture devices all have a role to play in the continued happiness and obedience of your peasant population. Fail to stay on their good side and peasants will abandon the player, leaving you without farmers, blacksmiths, diplomats, and indeed soldiers with which to defend your keep. Introducing new cultures, mechanics, and historical detail to the series for the first time, Warlords is built around the central Warlord system, a grand strategy mechanic that allows players to recruit, upgrade, and command 8 unique warlords across the battlefield. Once under your command, either through force or diplomacy,
I serve a new master. My army is ready.
Each warlord boosts your strategic prowess with unique perks, characteristics, and upgradable abilities. Early on, players can boost their diplomacy and gold reserves with the help of the Crane Warlord, who also has a unique perk that boosts popularity within the castle. Later in the game, we might turn to more military-focused warlords, like the Tiger and Dragon. These more aggressive warlords can do everything from increasing melee damage and offering spiritual guidance, to growing your army with special units and even launching a full siege attack on the enemy. Utilize each warlord to boost your industry, fortify borders, forge weapons or launch a pincer attack, and you'll dominate the battlefield in no time. Each mission and multiplayer battle means a fresh set of warlords to command and new dynamics for every castle built.
With all the warlords in this region, we have the numbers to launch a single great assault on the castle.
To defend their castles, players will take command of Mongol hordes, Imperial warriors and samurai clansmen, as they prepare to besiege everything from Japanese castles to fortified Chinese cities. In addition to classic weapons like the trebuchet and mighty siege tower, Warlords also introduces gunpowder to the series for the first time. The Korean hwacha, rocket launchers, and fire oxen, inspired by Chinese siege warfare, are all options for players hoping to breach enemy walls and thin out an attacking siege force. When it comes to infantry, players will be able to recruit all new units including fire lancers, disciplined samurai, Mongolian bowmen, and heavily armoured imperial troops. Combine these with your siege weapons of choice and players will have all the tools they need to break enemy lines and defeat the enemy warlord. Whether you become the greatest lord through fear or admiration, military might or careful diplomacy, players will journey from 3rd century BC China and Vietnam all the way through to the rise of the Tokugawa shogunate and the coming of the Mongol Empire.